the road. What's the plan for today?
We're on the way to Moki Dugway, which is a switchback road that will take us to Muley Point. Muley Point is a location that overlooks Monument Valley. Then we're heading to the Valley of the Gods, and then to Goosenecks State Park to check out the goosenecks. Then we're checking into the Hat Rock Inn in Mexican Hat, Utah.
I don't see the hole. It says turn left. It looked like a tourist trap. It wasn't open yet. Made a little detour here on the side of the road. Wilson Arch. You still got the moon out there.
That is a bright sun.
The sun came up.
10 for me, 10 for better.
Powerball?
Yeah.
What's it up to?
1.1 billion.
What did we learn?
They don't gamble in Utah. No, just don't, they don't want you to sin.
No lottery tickets today.
Aww.
We are heading through Bears Ears National Monument to get to Moki Dugway Road. We just turned on to Highway 261. They're giving you some warnings here because eventually it will get into the Moki Dugway. This is the turnoff before you get to Moki Dugway for the Muley Point. We are entering Glen Canyon National Recreation Area on our way to Muley Point. The roads are in pretty good shape. Looks like they do maintain them. You just have to be careful if it rains or snows. People do camp up here. So if you have a camper or a van that sleeps people. Just wanted to show you what we're doing today. This is a map that we got from the ranger station. We actually drove in past Blanding on Highway 191. And then we took this 95. And I circled this house of fire because if you have time, it goes to a granary. It's about a 2-mile hike. It's out and back, but we didn't know about it and we don't have time today. If you continue on, here's the junction for Highway 261. If you continue on, there's Natural Bridges National Monument over here. Again, we chose not to do that. It was on our original list, but we're a little short on time. So we're gonna pass that on by. So we took 261 down. There's a ranger station here. If you get a chance, go ahead and stop there. Very nice and helpful. We came on down and we just came down to the turnoff that takes you down to Muley Point. So once we're done here from Muley Point, we're going to backtrack, go down the Moki Dugway, which is a 3-mile switchback, steep 11% grade, and then take this road over to the Valley of the Gods. That's like a 17-mile ride through all these formations, and then we will end up going down, possibly checking into our hotel, and then going over to Gooseneck State Park. The colors of the rocks that you see over there, they've given the name Navajo Tapestry as kind of a nickname, just because of all the colors. We're at Muley Point. It's a 4-mile drive off the road that takes you down to Moki Dugway. It's a pretty good road. Most people should be able to get down it. It is maintained. The view behind me is spectacular. You get to see Johns Canyon back in the back here. Down below we have the San Juan River, and then off to this side we have Monument Valley in the far distance. We're going to be heading over to Valley of the Gods after we get down the Moki Dugway. So I hear the Dugway is pretty interesting. It's very narrow switchbacks, and we'll have to go slow. We're just looking at this road down there, and it's pretty remote. Not sure how or why people would go on it. This is the rough part. Jeez. officially at the start, at the top of Moki Dugway. I think I've been pronouncing it wrong before. I've been saying Moki. I don't know why all these stickers are here. But Moki Dugway. Just coming down here to see if we can see the switchbacks from on top. Moki Dugway was built in the 1950s. A Texas mining company needed the road to transport uranium ore out of the Fry mine. Well, this is not the viewpoint that's going to give us a view of the road that switchbacks. You can kind of see the road, but this is not the one I was looking for. Always can come up the hills and be perfect. Just made it down Moki Dugway and it turns into a paved road. We're going to take it and there should be a turn off to the left for Valley of the Gods in just a little bit. Go to a dirt road just up to the left up here. So we just came in. We're going to be doing this loop. It's got names of some of the buttes. We're going to come around. It is 17 miles. Then we'll come out on the highway and that'll be paved. Valley of the Gods bed and breakfast. Looks like it's closed. They have solar running over there. Looks like you probably would stay at the little house there. From the other side, we thought that that was the lady in the bathtub, but it looks to be the balanced rock instead. Oh, there's the cow that was making all those cow drops.
Look like a lady in the bathtub, though. I mean, it just
Oh,
does.
we are still debating. What do you guys think?
Lady in the bathtub.
I do too.
Our knees are up.
I don't know where balanced rock is then. So this is a wash. So if it is ever raining, this is what you really have to be careful of. That was Castle Rock, but that could actually be the battleship. Alright, I'm saying that's battleship. This is BLM land, so you can't camp anywhere on this land for free. This road's a little rough. Battleship. We're gonna call the rock off to the left here, King and Queen. This is the castle, Castle Rock. A rooster and the hen in front of us. Rooster on the right and hen on the left. Alright, we're thinking this is the Seven Sailors. We are about off of the Valley of the Gods Road. This is pretty dry now, but you don't want to come back here if this is flowing real fast. This is the wash and this is the highway. Goosenecks State Park.
We're at the point right here, which is one of the most picturesque spots in Utah right here. Goosenecks State Park.
The San Juan River is right down below us, and it's about 1,000 feet to get down there. Eventually it does flow into Lake Powell, and it originates in Colorado. There is no established trail system here. We're just going to walk the rim, and the lady at the entrance suggested going counterclockwise initially, because if you go clockwise it will run into a road. There's a lizard there. Do you see it? We hiked about 7/10 of a mile, and the trail we ended up on took us away from this rim. So we'd have to get down somehow and over to the left here, because the rim is right there.
Well, we got to Goosenecks. Beautiful views from the viewing area, the parking lot. Then we decided to try to hike the mile in to see if we couldn't get the triple goosenecks in a photo. But there's no photo here.
Yeah.
This hike gets a 1.
Those pretty flowers. We ended up on the higher ledge, and we should have been on the lower. We didn't see a path going across to this lower edge. So that's another reason we were unsuccessful. So who knows, if you want to try it and be more successful than us, hopefully you'll find a way over there. Your best view of the goosenecks is right up here at the overlooks. So this is really not one that you need to go hike anywhere for. These goosenecks that you see behind me didn't exist 300 million years ago. There used to be a sea here. Eventually it receded, and what was left had volcanic activity going on and tectonic shifts in the crust. And eventually it ended up being a carved out gooseneck like this. And the San Juan River now runs through it, and they call it the entrenched meander. We're staying at the Hat Rock Inn, and this is the San Juan River right behind the hotel. They have picnic areas. They've got a pool up here and a hot tub, which I'm gonna head for. And this is the back side of the hotel. We finally got the place all to ourselves.
And it's very nice. And it's quiet.
It's quiet. The water is not boiling hot, but it's warm enough.
And there are birds singing.
Yeah, it's peaceful. So, nice way to finish off the day.
Absolutely.